Hi guys, and welcome to World of Tanks Review. I'm Buddy1927, and today I'm reviewing the Jagdpanzer IV, which is a Tier 6 tank destroyer in the German line. I've played this tank for a little bit, and I've enjoyed playing it. I'm actually going up the German TD lines. So let's take a look at the tech tree, and we'll show you how to get there. Okay, start off with the L tractor. You go to the Panzer Jagger 1, the Marauder 38, I'm sorry, the Marauder 2, the Marauder 38T, to the Snug 3B, which is the Tier 4, so you get to go through two Tier 4s, or you can go down the Marauder to the Hetzer, then up to the Snug G, and then you end up with the Jagdpanzer IV, which is the Tier 7. Continuing down that line, you go to the Jagdpanther, to the Jagdpanther II, to the Jagdtiger, to the Jagdpanzer E100. Sorry guys. Now the turn line, you start off at the Marauder 38T, and you go down this way, the PZ SFL 4C, Nashorn, St. Ilm, the RHM B Waffenträger, to the Waffenträger excuse me guys, the Waffenträger Alto Panzer IV. Then you end up with the Auto Traeger Adolf E100, and those are the two TD lines. As you can see, I've gone down the turn-in line up to Tier 9, and I still have 163,000 research points to go to get to the Waffenträger off E100. Eventually I'll get there, and right now all I need is 38,505 in the to get to the Jagdpanther on the Tier 7, so it's not bad. As you can see, I have researched everything on it. I have the top gun, which we'll go over that. The 88, we'll go over that a little bit later. The top radio on this is a Tier 6 radio. It comes with a Tier 4 engine, and I do recommend that you do get this engine. And it also has a Tier 6 set of tracks. Now, if you are researching this thing, you have to if you just don't want to research everything that you need, just quick to get to the Jagdpanther, you have to research this gun and this gun, and to mount this gun you have to have the tracks. So first thing I would research is the tracks, and then go ahead and get your gun, and then you can just grind towards this. You don't have to get all of this. If you want to do some damage, though, I do recommend that you get the 88. So I do recommend, if you want to do some damage and help grind a little bit quicker, research this gun, then go ahead and grind towards that. I went ahead and got the radio was on another tank, so I already had that researched. I had to research the tracks, and I researched both the engines, only because the top engine does give you a lot better performance compared to the first engine. It's this simple, and I'm actually planning on keeping this tank in my Tier 6 lineup, so I will eventually go ahead and do that. Let's go back to the tech tree. Now, one thing I do recommend, because when you get to this line, we'll take a look at this real quick. Oh, I'm sorry. Back. I hit the wrong button. The Tier 10 does have a crew of 6. Both Tier 10s have a crew of 6. I do recommend that you get, but I will end up eventually buying this tank, which is the 88 Pack 43 Jagdtiger, because it does have a crew of 6, so that way when you get up to these higher tanks, you can see that they have crews of 6, so you can put your entire crew into this tank. For the lower ones, to help grind your crews up, I do recommend that you get the Dicker Max. It has a crew of 5, and most of these crews are 4, and I think there's one that's 5, yeah. And some of the other lower ones have crews of 5. It's when you get to the tier 9s on these lines is when they start upgrading the crews to 5 or 6. So I do recommend that you get this tank, the Jagdpanzer, the 88 Pack 43 J Tiger. Now, if you want to have fun, and you can watch my review on the E25, this is also a premium tank where you can put a crew of 4 on here. But this tank is a fun little tank. It makes a lot of gold. I bought this tank. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Sorry, guys. I did buy the E25 mainly for fun, but I'm putting my snug crews to help grind up my snug crews, because you got a crew of 4 here, and both of these are crew of 4s. I love the snugs. I love playing them. It's a great tank to have if you are into TDs. I did not keep, even though I did master the Nash one. I did not keep it. I'm still kicking my butt. But these 2 tanks are actually pretty good too. So I recommend, if you're serious about going the whole line and you only want to buy one of these 3 premium tank destroyers, I recommend getting the J Tiger 88. And the main reason why I recommend it is because it has the crew of 6 for your larger things. And eventually I'll end up buying it. As soon as I get the money, I'll end up buying it. I'll probably end up doing a review on it. But as you see, I also have the Dicker Max, the E25, and the low, and the Panther M10, because I'm also going down the medium line. But the lows, I'm going down the German heavy line too, guys. So I recommend, if you are seriously about going down a particular line, if there's a premium tank available for that line, I recommend getting it, because it helps grind your crews up a lot quicker, and it doesn't cost you anything to swap crews out with a premium tank. It does cost you money to swap crews from one tank to the other, but with a premium tank, you don't have to pay any money. They can learn it. They don't have to be specialized in that tank, and you can get it. Now let's go back to sorry about that, guys. I got on a little tirade. But premium tanks are actually pretty good to have to help grind up your crews. As you can see, I have a crew of 4 on here, and they're learning. They're about 29% into their first perk. So, and I am doing my commander a little bit different. Let me pull up his personal file. As you can see, right now I'm learning 6th Sense. I'm trying to conserve my gold, even though I do have 15,000 gold right now. I'm trying to conserve it. Try to use this part to, because I will eventually probably move this crew up to the tier 7 and continue grinding my crews up that way. And to transfer a crew, it's 200 gold per crew member, and let's see, that'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, be 800 gold just to transfer this crew from one tank to the other. But it doesn't cost me anything to put them into the E25 or to the Dicker Max. But right now I'm learning 6th Sense. It does not become active until it reaches 100%. Usually first skill I learn on my commander is camouflage, then go back and have him drop camouflage and put 6th Sense on. Just by hitting this button right here, the drop button. But the reason why, I'm just trying to save money. I'm just trying to save gold. I'm right now basically on a fixed income, so I can't purchase all the gold all the time. So I'm trying to save my gold. So I'm just having him learn something. Learn the 6th Sense, so I don't have to spend that 200 gold to drop it. And the other thing I'm doing, usually I have all my crews learn camouflage, especially on TDs and mediums, repairs for heavies. But I usually have my whole crew learn camouflage because it helps. It increases your camouflage rating, which helps you hide a lot better. But right now, I just have my gunner and my loader learning camouflage because that way I still have two going this. My driver, is actually learning clutch braking, and this skill actually increases. Actually, as you increase, is actually active. So right now I'm at 29%, which means for every 1% of this skill, it adds 0.05% to the traverse speed of the tank. That means he can turn the tank quicker. So I have 29% times 0.05. My mind just went completely blank. Let me pull out my calculator here. Maybe. There we go. Okay. So he's at 29 times 0.05. Okay. My traverse speed has increased 1.35%. Doesn't sound much, but once I reach 100, it'd be a 5% increase to the traverse speed, which actually helps, which we'll go over here in a second. So those are the two skills other than camouflage that I'm learning right now for my commander and my driver, mainly just because I want to be able to move this tank a little bit quicker, and as that skill goes up, the quicker my traverse speed. Since this is a front-loaded gun, I have no turn. So I have, if I got somebody shooting me here on the side, I have to be able to turn quickly to be able to shoot the guy. So that's why I'm having my driver learn clutch braking, so he can turn a lot quicker. Okay, let's go over the I screwed up here, guys. I forgot to set my marks. Okay, let me go over the. I'll just do this real quick. And blow that up for you. Usually I have this all set up. I'm sorry, guys. I screwed up. That's my fault. I apologize. And as you can see, let's go over the skills, the specs of this tank. It has 600 hit points. Horsepower is 440. Top speed on this is 40 kilometers per hour, which is actually pretty fast for a front-loaded TD. Traverse speed is not that good at 35 degrees per second. That's why I have my driver learning clutch braking to increase that traverse speed. So 5 degrees per second, so 5% more. I think once everything's learned, once he's 100% learned, it's about 38. It's 3 degrees faster. But hey, anything helps. Now the hull armor on this is 80, 40, and 20. We'll go over the gun. The gun traverse speed is actually pretty slow too, at 26 degrees per second. Even though it doesn't have much, really doesn't have. It's a front-loaded gun. Doesn't really go that much in traverse speed, but you can see it'd be like this and turning. That's the way it works. So if I can figure a way to increase that, I would. View range on this is 350 actual base, and with the crew that I have right now, it's the actual 357. 415 on the base range, and as you can see with my crew that I have on there, it's 442. Now if I add binocs to this, tank, which eventually I will, right now I got a camouflage net because my crews haven't learned camouflage 100% yet, and I need everything to help hide that. So that's the specs on this tank, and sorry for this, I usually have everything. Let's go over this armor real quick. Now, there are some weak points to this tank. This is a weak spot right there. Even though it does have a good slope, which actually increases your armor thickness, or armor value thickness, sorry, armor value thickness with that slope. The driver's window is a very weak spot on this. The other weak spot is actually this gun right here. If you can hit that, you can actually knock out the gun. You might do a critical hit, but you can take out that gun. And that's something you, if you're up against it, if you can hit it, more power to you. It's hard to hit because it is rounded, but it is still, and it is sloped a little bit, but not that much. And as you can see, this front angle on this is actually pretty good. The lower glacis on all tanks you want to protect, but it still is sloped and is also hard to hit because of the angle of the gun. Now the sides are sloped, as you can see, it's sloped up pretty good, but you still want to protect your side as much as possible. It's not as sloped as the front, but you do have some sloping here, which gives you some bounces, but you still want to protect that. You definitely want to protect your butt. As you can see, its majority, it's I think it's like 5 degrees of angle, which isn't much. So if you're up against this tank, this is where you want to hit him, right in the buttocks. Anywhere on here, especially right here, this is the weak spot. Here you might get ricochets, but here you want to go ahead and protect that section if you're driving this tank. But if you're shooting it, this is where you want to shoot it. Okay, that's the weakest spot on this tank. It's right here, this section, because it is 100% 90 degrees angle, no sloping. And it will go through, an AP shell will go through it like butter. So if you're up against this tank, this is where you want to shoot. You also want to protect your tracks. I do get tracked a lot. Doesn't do much damage, but I do get tracked a lot. And if I get tracked, only way I can shoot, you see, is in this field of range. So if somebody tracks me, then comes to my side or my butt, I'm screwed because I can't turn that gun. Only way I can turn this gun is by turning the tracks, and if I'm tracked, I'm screwed. So you want to protect your tracks as much as possible. Okay, let's go over the gun here, and let me do the same thing I did with the specs. Okay, and blow them up a little bit for you. I'm sorry, I apologize, guys. I usually have this all done. There we go. Okay, now this is the top gun I have on it, and I do recommend, if you are going to keep this tank, this is the gun that you use. It is an 88 caliber gun. Rate of fire is 11.11 rounds per minute, which is actually pretty good. Average penetration is 137, 171, and 44. Average damage is 220, 220, and 270. This gun is accurate at .35 at 100 meters. So basically where you aim is where your shell is going to go. Aiming time on this is excellent. And you'll see why I don't have a gun lane drive on this. At 1.7 seconds, it aims pretty quickly. It carries AP, APCR, and high explosive shells on there. Now, these are the things I recommend. I currently have camouflage net on here, okay, and that's because I want to hide this tank as much as possible. Yes, I do have my exterior painted camouflage, so that gives me an increase in my camouflage rating. Camouflage net increases my camouflage rating by 25%. So I want to make sure I got this on here, because this is a tank destroyer, guys. This is not designed for brawling. It's designed for sniping. It's designed to hide and tank. And you can flank with this a little bit, but you got to be pretty good with that gun, because you got to remember it's a front mounted gun. You have no turret, so if you're chasing, you got to turn that tank as you go along. So you got to learn to hide this tank as much as possible and use it as a sniper. And once you shoot, move, scoot, and reposition to another spot. But you want that camouflage, because that helps increase your camouflage range. And once I get my crews 100% in camouflage on this tank, I will drop the camouflage now and put in binocs, which will increase my view range by 25%, up to 550 meters, which is the max view range that any tank can have. So you want to make sure that you keep this tank hidden as much as possible. So as you grind these crews up, you want the camouflage up. Once you've learned camouflage on all your crews, you can go ahead and take that net off and put binocs on it. Or you can just go ahead and put binocs on it now and get the camouflage net. I'm just trying something a little different to help grind this crew up a little bit better, a little bit quicker, and this tank grind the tank up a little bit better. The next thing I do have on here, and I hit the wrong button, sorry guys, I do have the gun rammer, which helps increases your rate of fire. It takes off 10% of your loading time, which 10% in a battle is actually pretty good. The next thing I have on here is I actually have vents, which gives you a +5 to all your crew's skills. Now the vents is actually pretty important until you get Brothers in Arms. And once you get vents and Brothers in Arms on your crews, you have a excellent crew ground up, because Brothers in Arms gives you a 5% boost, and along with vent, that's another 5%, so you get a 10% boost in your crew's performance. The most important thing about a tank is not the gun, it's not the camouflage, it's not how fast it goes. It is the crews. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. My throat's getting dry. I'm coming down with the fall allergies, so my throat's a little bit scratchy. But the most important part of a tank, any tank, is the crews. And I don't care what anybody says, the crews are the most important thing in the tank. The more skill, the better the performance of the tank. The more perks that you have on a crew increases the skills of your crew. So it is important that you have a good crew on here. Right now, my crew's at 100% +5 because of vents, plus I'm at 29% of my first perks. So the more experience this crew has, the better the crew becomes. The better the crew, the better the tank. So I'm going to get off my soapbox now, but I know a lot of people will comment on this, but it's in World of Tanks Wikipedia. They even say your crews are the most important part of this tank. So, and if you take a look at the really good players, I'm an average player. I'll tell you that, guys, right now. I'm not a master at this game. I'm just showing you stuff that I like about the tanks and some common sense stuff about these tanks. But if you take a look at the guys that are purple and pink, and you take a look at their crews are ground up, and that's how they get to the purples and pinks, is because they grind these crews up. And that's one of the reasons why you want premium tanks, that helps grind your crews up faster. So it's important to have the premium tanks that help grind your crews up. If you can put the crew into a premium tank, play about 10 games on that premium tank, you've increased the skills of that crew, and you've got pocket change, because you earn more credits with a premium tank than you do with a regular tank. And of course, if you have a premium account, you also earn more credits. And that's the whole nature of this game, is to get the experience on your crews, get the experience on the tanks, get new mods, or get the new tank. And the higher the level you go, the more expensive those tanks become. So you need those credits. Right now you can see I have 8,915,045 credits. I can buy only one tier 10 right now I have if I have that researched. So the more credits you have, the more tanks you can buy, the more equipment you can buy. I mean, if you take a look at, sorry guys, this putting the equipment on, toolbox, 500,000 credits. Filled CO2, 500,000. Gun lane drive, 500,000 credits. I mean, if you are going to equip a tank that you just bought, you're going to need over, let's say, all the mods that you get. Now, you do have some cheaper ones here at 200,000, but the basic mods that you buy are about 500,000 credits. So you need 1.5 million credits just to add mods to the 6 million credits you just spent on that new tank. So you need 7.5 million credits to get the modulars that you need for that tank. It gets expensive, so you need those credits. So you need those premium tanks. You need that premium account to help grind. And the more your crew actually increases in skills, the actually more credits you earn with that crew. So yes, crews do make a difference in this game. So now I do have this tank in action. Let's take a look at it, and I'll see you all on the other side. Hi guys, and welcome to World of Tanks. I'm Buddy1927. This is the replay of my Jagdpanzer IV, tier 6 tank destroyer in the German line. And the map we're on today is Sacred Valley. We have a 32% chance of winning according to XVM. Let's hope XVM is wrong. This is a tier 6 tank, and we are actually in a tier 8 battle. So we're going to see what this tank can actually do. I'm one of the low man on the totem pole because I'm a tier 6, and we mainly got tier 8s. We've got a couple tier 7s, but the main thing is tier 8s. So I'm basically going down the 9 line and getting to what I call a sniper's perch. This is capture base, so I shoot, I miss, but I'm still trying to get into that one spot. And the tank, the Ferdinand, has been destroyed. And there's basically only 3 of us up here. Score's 1-3 right now, so we're kind of losing. Maybe that, what was that percent again? 32% chance of winning might be true. We might not win this one. I'm just trying to get to where I can get good shots. Gun depression on this is not the best, but if you angle the tank just right, as you can see here, I got a good look at the cap and their base from where I'm at right now. There's a little light tank over there, and I just need somebody to go down there and spot so I can see the targets, because they are shooting from up by that ridge by the cap. I think I'm just going to reposition. They're actually having some, there's the second one. See if I can help them out a little bit. Now you gotta realize this tank has no turn. It's a front-loaded gun, so I have to be facing my enemy instead of going there. Okay, now he's down below. Do have a target over there, and I got that ridge in the way, so I need to get up on this ridge. And by the time I get up there, and everybody's unlit. But we are winning. The score is now 5-4. We got that T-37 down below, and he's lit me up for the guys on that ridge. As you can see, the RHM has actually hit me. No damage on the second shot, but he did do some good damage on me on the first one. He's hit me 3 times. One critical shot, 436 in damage, and no damage on the third shot. So it's just a matter of trying to get lit up and see what's going on. Now, this isn't the best video. I don't do a lot of damage on this video, but I'm just trying to let you see what this tank can actually do in hits received. And on the other side, there's that RHM. Hit him. I think I hit him before he went dark. They finally got rid of the T-37, which was lighting us up. And I'm not a brawler on this tank, so I can't really just go up and get there because I don't have much armor. TDs don't carry much armor, so they're not designed to be brawlers. They're designed to be snipers, and they can't snipe at anything until they get targets lit. So yes, y'all can make your comments. I don't care. I know how to play these tanks. And I'm going to go back, cover the base. Since we got 2 tank destroyers going down the 1-2 line, heading towards base, they can take care of the base. I want to be able to see if I can light this guy up on the cap, and because right now the score is even at 10-10. See if I can do some damage in case this guy decides to start capping. That's the other thing you need to do, is watch this mini map. Okay, see what's going on. Okay, I have 3 tanks conversion on that thing. They got. I'm just taking a blind shot here because somewhere on the base. I'm hoping that AT-15 will help light up. Try and knock the buildings down in case he's hiding behind one of them, to help spot him a little bit. Okay, he was over around the edge, and the AT-15 took him out. Score is 12-11. I'm just staying up here on this ridge because I usually have good success in TD on this ridge, no matter what, if it's encounter or 2 bases. You can get around a lot quicker. Here's the SPG. Hit him and tracked him, and took him out. I got the VK. He's not looking in my way, and I hit him. And now you can see why I like this ridge. Oops, missed. If they're stupid enough to come out in the open, hit him, and took him out. Now I got 2 kills out of that, and we got 1 more to go. Sometimes playing it safe, as people would say, actually works pretty good, because if they don't know where you're at, you end up. Took a blind shot. Don't know if I hit him or not. The score is 14-12, so we only got 1 left. Just took another blind shot, missed because I hit the building there. But hey, sometimes playing smart is the best thing to do, and if you can control this ridge, you can actually control this map pretty well, because you got a good range of view on here. I got view range on both caps. Okay, looks like he's heading towards our cap. So I'm actually going. I actually slipped down, but I'm actually just going to go down and see if I can hit him off. And try to defend the cap a little bit. So I got a good idea by watching the mini map. I got a good idea which way he's going. Now he's dark, now he's lit up again, so I know he was heading towards the cap. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's heading towards the cap. So I'm going to see if I can cut him off, or at least slow him down so somebody else can take him out. The AT-15's there. Let's see. And it looks like the AT-15's gonna. Yeah, because he's right behind that other building. Now the AT-15 has a quicker reload than the IS-6, and AT-15 took him out. So that's the game, guys. As you can see, the Jagdpanzer IV is actually a pretty tier 6 German TD. Is actually a halfway decent tank. I know that wasn't the best replay to show, but it gives you an idea of what you can do with this tank, and how I play it. I did do over 1,000 in damage on, and I was tier 6 in a tier 8 battle. So that's actually pretty good for a tier 6 in a tier 8 battle. But it's still a pretty good tank. I'm actually going to end up keeping this in my arsenal of tanks, and we'll eventually go ahead and just get the get the crew ground up on it, because the better the crew, the better the tank performs. So I'd like to thank you again for watching this video. If you like it, please like us on YouTube. If you think a friend might like it, share this video with your friends. If you like my videos and you're sharing my videos, subscribe to my channel. That way you know when the latest videos come out. Now, I am doing something new on my channel. I just started a new series called My Real Life, and that's talking about I just turned 50 years old. I've lived a half a century, so I'm going to be talking about my life experience in the past 50 years. Also, I have a new dog, which was rescued from the Wayne County Animal Shelter. And this dog is named Princess. Her name is Princess. She was about ready to be put to sleep. All the paperwork was filled out, and they were getting ready to put the needle in her, and I just happened to stop it before they took her to the room to be put to sleep. And I'm actually doing a video series on her too. And the first one is the shy camera dog. So check out that video. If you like it, share this video with your other friends. Share it on Facebook. Because I want to show people that how important it is that there are good loving dogs and loving cats and other animals that need love, that instead of being put to sleep need homes, and just check them out. So, and don't forget to watch my Minecraft series and my World of Warcraft videos. And I am setting up a schedule starting this coming Monday. I'm hoping to be going live on Twitch Monday through Saturdays, doing different games. I think Monday is going to be World of Tanks, Tuesday's going to be Minecraft, Wednesday's going to be World of Warcraft, Thursday's going to be World of Tanks with my account on the EU server. Then back to Minecraft, and then back to World of Warcraft. So for a couple hours each day, Monday through Saturday, I'll be doing those. So check out my Twitch channel. I'm also setting up a website. It's going to be at buddy1927.com. so you can check out my progress, learn more information about me, and also check out. I'll be posting my Twitch schedule there, so you know if you only want to watch my World of Tanks play, you can go there and watch it. What days those are on. If you want to watch it all, watch it. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch. So I'd like to thank you again for watching this video. And do me a favor, save some tanks on the battlefield for me. You all have a good day.